Welcome to FM 100 WNOX. I'm Catherine Howell, and I am here with our candidates for Knox County Commission, District 1, Seat A. Well, gentlemen, like I told you, my first question is, why do you want the job? And I'm going to start first with you. You look ready to answer, Mr. Baah.
Yeah. My name is Albert Baah. I live in the 1st District. The reason why I'm running for this race is because I would like to see some positive changes in this area. I would like to stop the cronyism and nepotism in our government and the waste. I also would like to give back to the community. I believe I can help bring a positive change to this district and help the district get better. I'm doing this as a civic responsibility. I'm doing this as part of my duty as a citizen of this country and a citizen of this community. The country has given a lot to me as a first-generation American, and I appreciate that. I also believe that no matter where we are and what we do, we have the obligation of making our neighborhoods and our community better than it was when we found it. And this is my main intention, do my very best to help this place get better for our children and teach them how they can cope with the world and get better and give them the tools that they need to survive in this world. I believe that we can do it together. I believe this is the greatest place to live on earth. And I appreciate the opportunity to be part of this country. And I also appreciate the opportunity to be part of this community and this city. I intend to do my very best to protect the freedom and justice of this country. This is the reason. This is one of the major reasons why I chose Knoxville as home. This is one of the reasons I chose East Tennessee as home. This is home for me. And I'll protect it and do the very best I can to make it a better place. That's my goal, to make it a better place for all our children, no matter what color, race, or ethnic background. All our children deserve better.
Now, you are running as a Republican, am I correct?
Yes, I'm a Republican candidate. And when it comes to the parties, it's not even about a party. It's about a country first. I chose to be a Republican. I chose to be an American. But I'm going to do my best to help my community get better as a Republican candidate.
Now, running as a Democratic candidate for Seat 1A, you're Sam McKenzie.
Yes, Sam McKenzie. I'm candidate for District 1, Seat A. Why am I running? Governor, to steal a phrase from Governor Bredesen, a true leader is the type of person that stays around after a meeting, after a situation, rolls his or her sleeves up and gets started and cures what else, to really get to the crux of the problem and get the organization off the ground and running. And that's really what I've done. I have a lifetime of service. I love this community. I'm from Knoxville. I went away to school to get my master's and my bachelor's and my master's, and came back, and I've been working here my entire adult life in helping both children and adults. I have served on numerous boards, and I've done a lot of youth activities, academic and athletics. Why am I running? I found myself complaining about the way county government was being run, nepotism, cronyism, things of that nature. And, I said, well, who else? Who better than I? So it is a calling. I'm committed to Knox County. Again, I love serving. I understand complicated problems, complex problems, and I can get them resolved. I've been the appointee since February, and in that process, I've got to go through a budget process. I now understand even more, because it's a lot to it, to what some of the things we can put in place to make the county more efficient.
That was going to be my next question. Obviously, it's a tough budget year. You have gone through a lot of the arguments and whatnot regarding the budget. What would you each do to trim something from the budget without losing anything that's really valuable to the community? And I will start with you, Mr. McKenzie, this time.
In terms of trimming the budget, we were able to trim $300,000 out of the mayor's proposed budget. This is a really, really tough economic time. I don't think things will always be this bad. I think in years of lean, you kind of have to scale back, and that's what we're doing. I really want to grow services, and in particular, education. I think our teachers, the teacher pay, there's a pretty big disparity between Knox County and one of the higher paying schools in the state. I want to get higher up on that curve. I don't think we'll ever be the top paying school in the state. I don't think we should be, but that's one thing. So I'm not wanting to tax and spend, but when things turn, and things will turn for the better, I think we need to start reallocating some of our money away from some of the more traditional programs and really put it in education.
What would you do?
Yeah. I have not been on county commission like my opponent has, but to me it's a common sense approach. We have so much waste in county government. We have so many duplications in county government. When I served on Finance Efficiency Board, there were so many duplications, and there are people that we don't really need in county government that we can do away with and save resources on that basis. You're talking about trimming the budget for $300,000 for the mayor's budget. Yeah, that's fine and good, but we can do more. We can do better. Without raising taxes, we can stop the waste that we have seen in county government. And those are some of the things that bothers me about county government, because we have so much waste in county government, and I intend to fight against those things.
Early on, you were endorsed by a political action committee. Some people said, well, that's great. Other people said, well, yeah, I don't know about that. Where's the money coming from? Tell me about how much money you've gotten in your campaign and where that has primarily come from.
The primary place that my finance have come from have been from me. I took a $10,000 loan out to jumpstart my campaign, and I've raised about an additional $8,500 over the primary and up through this point. $4,500 of which came from the Public Trust Political Action Committee. I like the entity that is the Public Trust. I think they're nonpartisan. They recommended both Republicans and Democrats. I'd be willing to guess if you look at the donor list, I'm sure it's weighted toward the Republican Party. But what they said, what Ben Ashley and Tommy Shumpert, two stalwarts of this community, have said, is that we need responsible, effective leaders in office. And they interviewed us, took us through a process, and I was fortunate enough to come out with that endorsement in the primary. Now, they have not endorsed anyone for the general election yet. I'm hoping that they will, because I like the organization. David Moon, Henrietta Grant, these are people that are committed to making Knoxville, Knox County better.
What about financing in your campaign?
My campaign is self-funded. I don't believe in PAC's contribution to my campaign. I think there's one other person who ran for county commissioner who self-funded his campaign was Dr. Briggs. I believe in independence. I believe that if you are funded by an organization, you are beholden to them, one way or the other. No matter what you do, it's normal. And I don't want to be influenced by any PAC. And so I'm funding my own campaign myself. I haven't raised any money, and I don't intend to. I've received some checks totaling about $300, but I'm sending all of them back to people because I haven't even deposited them, because I don't want to be influenced by anybody. But I like people to vote for me and look at what I stand for. I believe I'm completely qualified for that job. I've been in business for so long that I know how it works. And I'm not here to take away from the community. I'm here to add to the community. My main goal is to add to the community and make it better.
Now, regarding the Political Action Committee,